Lay aside all rancor, all bitter sectional feeling, and to make your places in the ranks of those who will bring about a consummation devoutly to be wished, a reunited country. Jefferson Davis said this roughly about a year before his passing. Jefferson Davis wanted the young men of Mississippi to let go of the anger and hostility, and he wanted them to help rebuild the country. Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Better History. My name is Logan, and today we're talking about Jefferson Davis. Now, I'm going to warn you guys, I recently got an expander put in my mouth, so I may talk weird throughout this episode. I may yeah, right? We are currently at 69 out of 150 subscribers, which is great. We're getting a little bit closer. And I decided not to make an episode on Abraham Lincoln because I'm making a series currently that he fits into, so I'm just going to put him in there instead of this series. I think it's pretty cool. And one more thing, if you'd like to support my channel, buy me a coffee or donate at this link. Enjoy the video. Okay, so Jefferson Finis Davis was born on June 3rd, 1808 in Kentucky. He was the 10th and final child that Samuel Davis and Jane Cook Davis had. Finis in Latin means final, since the parents didn't plan on any more after Davis. Jeff heavily looked up to Joseph, his eldest brother, who saw to it that he was well educated. Jefferson Davis attended college in Kentucky at Transylvania before entering the U.S. Military Academy at West Point in 1824. West Point is like the Harvard of military academies, I think. Yeah, that's what I would say. It's a really good, really good military academy. One thing a lot of people don't know about Jefferson Davis is that he went to West Point, right? We all know that. But his performance was adequate at best. Now, in 1828, he graduated 23rd in a class of 34. He graduated in the bottom of his class. In 1832, I gotta specify, he briefly served in the Black Hawk War, stationed under Colonel Zachary Taylor, which some of us should know. He would later become President of the United States. The year after that, in 1833, Davis met Sarah Taylor, the daughter of Zachary Taylor, and married her in 1835 against Zach's wishes. But 3 months after the wedding, Jeff and Sarah got malaria. Yeah. Now, since Jefferson Davis has plot armor, we know he didn't die, right? He's plot armor. She survives the Civil War. But Sarah, she did end up passing, which is terrible. But it led Davis to leading a secluded life for the next around 8 years on his cotton plantation at Davis Bend, Mississippi. In 1845, Jefferson Davis turned the ripe old age of 37. He's getting there. He's almost at 40. That's like, 40 is big for a lot of people, So he's almost there. Also, that year, he married an 18-year-old girl, Verena Howell. She is less than half his age. It doesn't matter. She's legal. That's all that matters. They eventually had 6 children, 4 boys and 2 girls. Sadly, only the girls lived into adulthood. The 4 boys all passed. That same year, he was sent to the House of Reps. His congressional term was short. However, he resigned in June 1846 to fight in the Mexican-American War, which we all know. Some of you out there, we did not steal Mexico. I'll make a video on that eventually to prove it. He led troops bravely at the battles of Monterrey and Buena Vista. I hope I said that right. In 1847, he was offered the promotion to brigadier general, but he refused when he was elected to Senate. In 1853, President Franklin Pierce appointed Jeff as U.S. Secretary of War, where he served with distinction, and he was actually recognized as one of the most capable people to hold the office. It's kind of weird. The president of a slave country is known as the most capable to serve as Secretary of War. That's kind of weird. Anyway, in 1857, Davis returned to the Senate as a vocal proponent of states' rights. He withdrew from the Senate on January 21st, 1861, after Mississippi seceded from the Union. Alright, guys, that is what we'll finish off today. Not the best episode. I made a couple mistakes, but it's alright. It's history. We all learn. I shouldn't have said that. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did, like, subscribe, and share. Once again, if you would like to support my channel, donate to this link here on the screen. It's also going to be in the description. Let's hope I remember to put it there. You know the drill. Day or night. Have a good one.